Hey guys, it's Wendy with Ask the Landlady. I'm here with all the tips and tricks to help you make a profit in real estate rentals. I've written a couple books that you may want to get. This one is my first one, Lessons from Landlady, where I kind of go through the whole procedure of how I started and went from just at one duplex to 400 units. So you want to check that out. And then this is questions and answers. Basically, is everything I put on right here on the YouTube channel, but that way it's all written down so you can reference it and get the right answers you need at the right time. So check that out. And today's question is, should I go over the lease with my tenants in person, or should I just mail it to them or email it to them and let them fill it out? Which is a great question. And I like to do it in person. Now, everybody is different, and sometimes you can't help it. There's somebody coming from long distance, or you're not in the same city, and I get that. That can be, just it's efficient to just get the lease out there. But what we like about a new tenant is it's our honeymoon phase, right? They're excited, they want to get the keys, they want to go in, but they're also our captive audience where we can go through our policies and procedures and help make sure that we're all on the same page as far as what we're going to do during this tenancy. So it's a good chance to, first of all, make sure they are who they say they are. Like, check your ID, make sure, okay, this person does exist, and before you put them in there, and to have them make sure they give proof of their utilities and all that type of thing before you hand over the keys. Again, like I said, it's the honeymoon phase. They're excited. They want to get those keys. So you got to keep it brief. Nothing beyond 20 minutes here, where you just sit down and outline the important things in the lease. First of all, I want to make sure they realize this is a 12-month lease. They're on the hook for 12 months. No, I'm here for a couple months and then I'm going to flit off. No, what they will realize is that, say the rent's $1,000 a month, we're going to say this is a $12,000 lease. You will be providing us with $12,000. We don't care how you get it to us. There will be some parameters about timing and that type of thing, but you cannot leave until that lease has been fulfilled, and that means $12,000. So it may mean that they have to buy their way out of the lease, and you can certainly have a procedure for that in your lease, but it is worth that full amount. Now, at minimum, you could talk to somebody over the phone. You could do it by FaceTime, if you want to make sure your verification there. I know one savvy landlady that actually has a YouTube video they make people watch, because she has a lot of student housing, and it's a great way. She embeds some passwords in there so that she makes sure they actually watch the whole thing, but it will clearly outline her expectations about trash and mail and all those types of things that come up. That way you're not answering 50,000 questions later on the phone. You've already given them everything, which goes to tell me too, make sure you're following my Wednesday short videos I put out there about forms, because I'm a big believer in going beyond the lease, right? You don't just have one paper that you give them, one lease. No, I have a myriad of forms, all of which you can buy for a very cheap price on my website, which is askthelandlady.com. And you can buy my whole form packet and make it so the way you want it in there. But this is the chance. They're going to be signing all this. And there's a lot of information there. And I'm not going to go through it all with them because they'd be there all day. It'd be terrible. In 20 minutes, but the highlights, the important things. When rent's due, what happens if you don't get rent, maintenance requests, phone calls. I don't want a bazillion of them. So I have a procedure for how I want them to communicate with me and how I'm going to be communicating with the tenant. So you want to kind of just at least do the minimum things of do that. It's also just a good chance to, meet and greet and make sure that we're all comfortable being there, because this is a relationship that's going to last for as long as the lease is. And hopefully it'll go beyond a year if you've established a great base right up front with that tenant. So there you have it. That's what I do, is I like to have that little meet and greet in person. I think it just sets the tone for the whole tenancy. But tell me what you do. I'd love to hear about it. I'd love to hear how you go about a lease signing with your tenants, and whether or not you think I need all these forms, or whether you're doing it differently, because it's not easy being a landlady or landlord, right? And we're all in this together. So thanks. Have a great day.